Hello everyone, my name is Oyele Alawale, popular known as Chief Host Nigerian Chess Community, and today we'll be talking about the just concluded ACC election that was done in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Yeah, there were two wonderful candidates they were contesting for the role of the ACC President, that is the African Chess Confederation President, in person of Tshepo Lopang and Bernard Wanjala. Well, the two of them, according to history, were at it before now. That was in 2022 at Chennai. And guess what? It was Tshepo that won the election over there. Right on the home soil, Africa, there is a change in leadership after 4 years. But first, I needed to, let's break down Tshepo's campaign. Sepiso, sorry, apologies. Sepiso's campaign, which says, if you look at it over there on the screen, it says, the vision is to build on the progress achieved since 2022 and take African chess to the greater heights. Okay, cool. I would have expected you to list some of the things that you have achieved. Then you can now, push this forward. Cool. I believe now is every federation matters. Every player deserves opportunity, and together Africa is stronger. Well, okay, no problems. Next division is chessboard called Africa. Many movements, are checkmate and one chess feature. One checkmate and one chess feature. Well, again, this actually personally is not saying much. Finally, commitment, future outlook, transparent leadership, unity, inclusion, equal opportunity, accountability, excellence, sustainability, and innovation. And there is something that is constant in all this unity, one coming together, one as one as one as one. Well, that was our what is it called? Our campaign. Let's go to Bernard Wanjala. Let's see what the man has in store for us. Yes, and he said functional institutions. This is one of Wanjala's case. It was functional institutions establish an operational ACC bank account and fully functional ACC secretariat within the first 100 days in office. Oh, wow. Now, it's explicit. This is what I'm going to do when I come in. What happened? Is it saying that there is no functional ACC bank account? I don't know. Okay. Secretariat? Okay. 100 days. That is, we can hold him accountable immediately after 100 days in office. That's it. That's interesting. Reviving the zonals. Restore the prestige of zonal championships with one World Cup slot per zone, titled event, and stronger regional competitions, which is during Sepiso's tenure, the zonal championship, 4.2, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, 4.5. Before now, if you win that event, you get a title, like international master title. Players get FIDE master title, players get candidate master title from those events. During Sepo's tenure, was it earlier or before, or during? Anyways, we lost it. We lost it. Somehow we just lost it. Even if it was before, she was not able to revive that. So again, it didn't exist. This is also like you said you're going to revive this, so we can hold you, we can hold your neck. Like, come on. Because the zonal championship, immediately the title left, there were fewer participants in all the zonal events. Imagine having a zonal event of maybe 20 participants or like 30 participants. People were going there for the money anyways. But again, if you're closer, why would you have to spend all those money to go and play an event without a title? Why not just sit there in your house and play the Opens event that is available to you? You get what I'm saying? So this is a very, very welcome development. Now we'll get to see much more players going for their zonal events, and we are having more titled players in Africa. Yes, good one. Our champions must fly. Work hand in hand with member federations to ensure African champions receive the support needed to represent the continent at the World Cup and World Championships. There are times that some players that qualify can't go because there's no money. The federation can send them. They don't have personal sponsors, right? They don't have corporate sponsorship. ACC could step in, but I don't think that has been the case for a while. Players that could represent at the world stage from the continental level, you don't get to go anywhere. Stay back just because of financial hindrances at times, not all the time, quote, at times. Maybe ACC can step in. So Bernard is saying, you know what, explicitly, he's saying it. We were ensured African champions receive the support needed to represent the continent at World Cup and World Championships. Ensure. So we can hold him. Okay. Targeted player development. Invest in players with international masters and grandmaster norms through African norm events. International exposure and support to compete in elite tournaments abroad. So you are saying now, sir, that international masters that has norm already, maybe 1 or 2 norms, you can sponsor them for events out there where they can try to fight to have, to complete the norms and become fully fledged international masters or fully fledged FIDE masters, the grandmasters. We can hold you accountable because once we see a player, for example, should we mention the player right now? So, example, the wonderful junior player at the AICC, just concluded AICC. Let's not mention it like that. Let's just hold it like that. So what we are saying is, if that kind of a young lad has the opportunity to play out there, there's an opportunity for him to play out there, you would support because he's a talent, irrespective of his country. So far, he's in Africa. Cool. Okay, we'll hold you up. Chess in Schools Federation, Chess in Schools and Federation support. Expand chess in schools, support developing federations, and leverage the Chess Kenya Gift of Chess Partnership to provide affordable chess equipment, prioritizing level 4 and 5 federations. That's interesting. Federations that chess is a little bit low in their place, they don't have, just to help them. Not bad. This is grassroots development. This is interesting. Fantastic to know. Thank you very much for that, explicitly. And finally, investing in Africa's top juniors. Yes, this is what we're talking about. Top juniors. Well, I'm still going to mention the guy's name. Banel. Latest I am in Africa. Banel. Yes, that kind of a young lad can now be what? Sponsored. Launch Africa's Juniors Academy, connecting Africa's best juniors with elite coaches. Maybe we can even look at it from best juniors from each federation. Who is the highest rated junior in your country? XYZ. Who is the highest rated junior in your country? XYZ. We merge all of them together. Booms. We have, what's it called? An academy that connects them with the best grandmasters in the world, and they have lectures, even if it is probably maybe twice a month or once a week, or maybe they have a kind of workshop, online workshops. Maybe it's once in 2 months, they get assignments, stuff like that. This is going to help the juniors to a larger extent. Again, these are explicit things that this leadership by Bernard Wanjala is saying is his next move. And this is fantastic, right? And lo and behold, they went for the election, and on the election day, guess who won? According to the report, as you can see on the screen, the report is saying they had 49 delegates that were registered and 40 votes was casted, and the candidate ticket, of course, was Mr. Bernard Wanjala and Miss Tshepo Lopang, and Bernard Wanjala won 25 votes, most of the 25 votes, 25 people voted, and Tshepo 24. That was a very, very close tie. Close. 24 was voted for Tshepo, and therefore Bernard was elected the president for the 2026 to 2030 ACC Confederation. That's it. That's how he's there. And the declaration of results, in accordance with 7.5 of the ACC status, the members of Mr. Bernard Wanjala's ticket were declared elected to the Continental Council of the African Chess Confederation as follows. We have the president again, which is Bernard. We have the deputy president in person of Mohammed Abdullah from Somalia. We have the vice president administration, that's Mr. Bongo Akanja from Gabon. We have the Vice President Technical, Mr. Lewas Andre from South Africa. Vice President, again, Region A, Miss Ashley Christiana from Ghana. Vice President, Region B, Mr. Chaori Wadna from Tunisia. Vice President, Region C, Mr. Mario Lourenco from Angola. And the Secretary, Mr. Otto Nakapunda from Namibia. And finally, the Treasurer, the person that keeps the money, is Mr. Brao Kohase, all the way from Cote d'Ivoire. This is interesting. This is nice. This is really, really nice. Now, the zonal president's elections. In North Africa, Dr. Yunus Al Othman actually won, elected with 5 votes to 1. In West Africa, we have Mario Kempa. Mario! Funny enough, come on. Mr. Mario Kempa won this with 7 votes ahead of Mr. Mahiga Yusuf with 4 votes and Mr. Meko Philip with 1 vote. Mr. Meko Philip actually wants to run for president again. Well, okay, no problems. Mario, congratulations. Thumbs up to you. We want to see much more improvement than we've seen in the time past. Yeah. Central Africa, we have Mr. Nguema Ibile Pedro, who is the sole candidate. Only one person from Central Africa. From Equatorial Guinea, and won outright, no problems. From East Africa, we have Mr. Y. Hassan from Djibouti. He's also sole candidate who came up, and nobody contested it with him. And finally, Southern Africa, Mr. Botao Milton from Mozambique. He was elected with 9 votes to Mr. Eric Takura of Zimbabwe. So this is just a result. Wow. Post-election complaints. Ha! Now this is where it becomes interesting. More than 2 hours after the General Assembly has ended, the outgoing president filed a complaint alleging vote buying attempts by the winning team. Now this is where it becomes interesting. Anyways, let us quickly go back to what is it called? The vote buying story that popped up, which goes here on Madam President's page. I think she posted it online, I believe. And she said, let me see, do I have it? I think I have it somewhere here. Yeah, got it. Now she said, today I submitted a formal report to the ACC Elections Commission following a confirmed statement alleging that money was offered in exchange for votes during the ACC presidential elections. Wait. It's a confirmed statement, and it was alleged. Okay, you confirm a statement, somebody alleged. Okay. That money was offered in exchange for votes during the ACC presidential elections. The report requests the commission to urgently investigate these allegations, determine whether the ACC electoral regulations were breached, and take any appropriate action to safeguard the integrity and credibility of the electoral process. This is actually a very terrible idea. Attempts to buying votes, it's ridiculous, right? If this is true, it should be looked into. But now there's a problem. 2 hours after the General Assembly, is there a time window? Do we have the full evidences? It really, really has to be investigated. It really, really has to be investigated. And what is it called? As the president of the African Chess Confederation, now you're remaining. I am officially declaring these elections invalid due to documented instances of corruption and electoral malpractices. We have received confirmed reports of bribery involving candidates Bernard Wanjala, specifically Mr. Nicholas Carbonata, has confirmed in the presence of witnesses that Mr. Wanjala offered him a bribe of $1,500 in exchange for his vote and support for Mr. Wanjala's ticket. Oh my God. That is crazy. $1,500 to just vote for him. 25 people ended up voting for Mr. Wanjala. Imagine all of them getting $1,500 each. That's a whole lot of money. Seems Mr. Wanjala's pocket is very, very deep. It's very, very rich. What is the first price for ACC again? If he can cough out over that's about $40,000, Is my maths right? That's 25,000, right? 500 times. Yes, that's about 40,000 plus. That's over $40,000. If we have that kind of money, come on, ACC first prize should be something like maybe $10,000, or in fact $15,000 right now. This is big money, isn't it? But for one vote, 1,005. Okay, cool. We have to investigate it. Anyways, I think they should investigate it. And interestingly, such actions are direct violation of FIDE code ethics and principles of fair play and integrity that govern our sport, because these elections were not conducted in good faith or in accordance with legal and official standards. I am submitting the following formal request: disqualification, that Mr. Bernard Wanjala be immediately disqualified from 2026 ACC President election; nullification, that all electoral activities and results associated with Mr. Wanjala's candidacy be declared null and void; and formal announcement that the Electoral Commission issue a public statement confirming these illegalities and the subsequent disqualification of the candidate. The integrity of the African chess depends on the transparent and honest electoral process. Well, of course, this is the right way to go about it. Just make a formal complaint, which he has done. And if this is true in any way, then I believe Mr. Wanjala should face the full consequences. But again, guess what? There is an affidavit from this person that actually collected the money in the first place, which he wrote on July 27, 2026 at around 1 a.m. in the midnight. The presidential candidate for the African Chess Confederation, Mr. Bernard Wanjala, asked me to come to the lobby of the Skylight Hotel in Addis Ababa and handed me an envelope containing $1,500. Interesting. He wanted me to change my declared vote for Tshepo. Oh wait, so okay, so you already declared I was going to vote for Tshepo, and everybody was aware about it, including Wanjala. So you had to call him, hey young man, what's up? Just take this envelope, $1,500. And change your vote. I initially considered this to be a futile attempt, and I pocketed the money, which my federation needs. And subsequently, I voted for Tshepo because Borosima Noma is a vice president, and it is crucial for a sister nation of the AES to support one another. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's get it straight. Your federation needed $1,500, so you collected it on their behalf. Isn't the money supposed to be paid to the federation's account if you are collecting on behalf of the federation? So wait, how are you going to even wait? What are you going to tag the? What is the narration to the money? Even if you collect cash, right? Okay, it's cash, right? You want to pay it in on behalf of the federation, on behalf of Bernard Wanjala, right? Which you allege that he gave you the money. So how are you going to coin it? Are you going to say donation from Bernard Wanjala to the federation? Which, by the way, by the news there, by your affidavit, did not stop you from voting for Tshepo. Interesting. Pocketed the money. Okay. Your federation needs $1,500. Ouch! Is that going to sponsor the next national chess championship in your country? Anyways, let's go. Wait, your federation needs $1,500? I don't want to mention the name of the federation yet. Anyways, so continuation of the affidavit. Now you remember that you have a vice president. You have to follow up with it. Of course, you knew you have your vice president is from your country, so you have to support your sister. Of course, there's no harm in that. So I openly discussed my vote and the gift with those close to me. Court, you just said it's a gift. Well, what? I don't understand. The very first time you said, let's say it again. He said he handed you an envelope containing $1,500, and you claimed he wanted you to change your vote. Just same paragraph. In the same paragraph. Now you're saying you openly discussed your vote and the gifts. It became a gift. With those are close to you without any problems, and expressed your surprise when your ticket was not elected. However, even though I did not vote for Bernard, I rallied behind the idea that it was an attempt at corruption. Oh gosh. Due to the fact that this occurred on the eve of an elective General Assembly, I considered it to be a bribe. Due to it became a, so as at the time you were collecting, wait, hold on a second. You explicitly said he wanted me to change my vote. That was the reason behind the envelope. Suddenly, in the same paragraph, it became a gift. And the next paragraph, it now occurred to you that the gift that was given to you 1 a.m. is now considered a bribe. You considered it a bribe. In good faith, I reject the attempted corruption and return the $1,500 to the competent authority and request disqualification of Mr. Bernard Wanjala for a what? For a what? I'm sorry, I couldn't read that part very well. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I need to. Okay. This or a similar appropriate action. I don't know. Okay, anyways, that was it. And that was why we saw the post-complaints here in the write-up, which saying commission findings said there was no material evidence was presented in support of the accusations. Wait, hold on. I thought you said you gave the money back to the... Wait, you gave the money back to the competent authorities, but they are saying there was no material evidence was presented in support of the accusations. So these guys, are you saying this commission didn't say the money? Witnesses' statements were not collected in the presence of the commission. Okay. Okay. The absence of tangible evidence precludes any review of the announced result. Oh, so you mean they actually sat over this issue, and it was concluded the decision, the complaint lacks substantial evidence and in no way affects the validity of the election results. Well, general observations, the elections were concluded in full compliance with the FIDE and ACC statutes. Voting procedures were transparent, validated by the delegate, and free of irregularities. The presence of international observers strengthened the credibility and impartiality of the ballot. And conclusion, the Electoral Commission certifies that the elections of the ACC Executive Board and the President of the Zones 4.1 to 4.5 were conducted transparently, fairly, and in accordance with the established statutes. The results reflect the sovereign will of the delegates, which was done in Addis Ababa on the 27th of July 2026. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and that is it. That is a wrap for the interesting gist and news about the ACC presidential election. Congratulations to Bernard. Like I will say again, Bernard listed the things that he was going to do, and we are going to, right now, I'm going to be very, very Mr. Bernard, I'm going to be on your neck. I'm going to be on your neck. First things first is the 100 days in office. That started. You started, right? 100 days in office. I'm going to be the first person to call you out after the very first 100 days and you have not delivered an account, a bank statement, a bank account for ACC, and you have not delivered the secretariat for the ACC. Trust me, I'm not here. I'm going to praise you when you do the right thing, and I'm going to be here to call you out when you are missing out, because you have to come and explain to us why you're missing out on any of these. I pray you don't, but please, whenever you're called out, just come and give us explanations, because you stated it right there, and this is what we're going to be holding on to. Anyways, congratulations to Mr. Bernard. We are so positive, as we have been positive to all other presidents, that you will do well. We are positive you do well, and we will support you in any way you need us. We will support you. We'll put it out there, but once you do anything wrong, we'll also put it out there. That's it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for taking your time for so long. This is me, Chief Wills Uyile Lawale. Bye for now.